Halvor joining us on the couch now, and it's an honor to have him with us for mousesports G2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second map, and a couple more caveats added to what was already one rather laden game.
I have no idea what to make of this.
This is NATO Sapphics, Frozen, Rops, Chris J, and Rajin, the coach, stepping in with the Karrigan buy and the Karrigan spots.
He should have got Deagle armor.
Betway odds on the screen, as
the
expected. G2 favorites.
Very much the favorites here. This is going to be a weird one. Double stack, though.
Here we go. Rajin just baits for Chris J.
Oh, the bait setup.
Yeah, unfortunately, they are about to charge
You
into
will
him.
need to get a kill.
One would be nice, but Chris J is only going to get
pretty
one.
cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Nice idea.
Well, that's the round.
Not quite. Rops could win it, though. Amonek's not ready for this. I lied. It was a lie. I'd like to
Seems
apologize
ready.
for lying to you.
Pretty ready to me.
Yes, yeah, let's change my plan. Change my mind.
Now, you guys were making fun of me before the game because, I mean, I have this fantasy in my head right now that Rajin's going to get about 40 to 50 frags this game.
Oh, that's hot.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's doing it for me.
Yeah. Just carry them through to a victory in overtime.
I'm going to call he gets 3 frags.
Three
He's playing
frags.
A, remember. He's slotting in for Karrigan's role against G2 and Vertigo, who go A every single round with a full execution.
we definitely need to have a bet going right now.
$1,000? The only bets I do.
Wait,
yeah. Why is it always with money?
A lot of money being exchanged these days, Sean. You should know that. Flying around.
What do you put
Not
the
to us.
over-under on?
No, well, not in our general direction. But it's there. The energy's in the room. But for now, G2, A again, of course.
You never guess the smokes. So we've been watching a lot of G2's Vertigo, so we are learning their execute, which is kind of fun. You can learn at home with us.
This was a force from mousesports too. Brutal. They're just locked out of the site. G2 kind of waiting for a response.
Jax is probably just going to be eventually given the all clear. No real secondary smoke, so this is just going to be the one on Hunter if they do want to go advance. There's only 3 CTs though, so really not the end of the world. They can run the clock down now. And there's no sweat, no timer, no hard cap on this round. Or
It's a long old round, though.
it is.
Considering they got the first 2 picks here, they're really biding their time.
Yeah, G2. And now they run into the NATO CZ. Only the one, though.
Couple of kills, and that will be it. Well, it's the full eco now for mousesports, and Vertigo, really not an ideal way to get the rust off here. You'd like Dust to kick things off. You'd like an Inferno.
A map that wasn't the map pool. When
When you were playing, you know.
It wasn't a hostage map.
He's a busy man. He's not buggering around playing Vertigo. Never said he was necessarily the best player. He watches the games. He coaches the games. He doesn't play the games.
He doesn't play them, okay. Not necessarily. No.
Really building this up, Henry.
I don't know. I feel like after watching the video, my comedy kind of gene is pulsating right now. Yeah. But for now, this won't be a funny procedure for mousesports. They found themselves in quite the quandary here.
It's quite a skewed situation.
It's not an ideal one. You've gone for a 5-man stack A. I respect it.
And there is a serious likelihood that this one could be another 40-second G2 pause. As it seems like a bit of a missed smoke, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it does the job.
It's going to be another slow approach. Hunter and this duel. Wow,
does
damage.
Rajin did a lot of damage to him.
Yeah, softened up. He'll be forced off. Amonek's responsible for the flank, but that's not going to be coming in anytime soon. And now they creep and they crawl.
Well, there it is.
Confirmation.
Another long round for G2, swinging for the fences as we get into what should be the rifles and the AWP. G2, I'd expect a faster-paced situation for them, considering they've got 2 Galils and a MAC-10. Just want to do something quickly, punish the fact they might not have incendiaries across the board. We've seen a lot of fast plays towards that lane position.
Yep. I like the way Hunter does it on T and CT, actually. It's really fun to watch that, the kind of the procedures he's got in place. Especially when that smoke is thrown by his teammates, he'll throw a Molotov to contain the CT that's pushed up aggressive on the smoke, which does have a gap that can be exploited.
Triple A push. They are trying to fight this.
I'm kind of hoping they hold it.
They even smoke behind it, should there be an aggressive CT. They know that's going to be clear as they continue their advance. It's nice. Raging continuing to show some aggression. Maybe even tucking in on sandbags should the advance continue. But for now, he actually wants to take this fight, or at least suppress. Will be flashed in by his teammates and will fall clear.
Oh, he can actually...
This is a play.
Oh, close. No
does damage
cigar.
again.
2 dinks in 2 rounds from the coach of mousesports. And G2 are starting their advance towards B. Who's the B player then? Rops is there now. Chris will finish what Raging started, but only one. And actually, Hunter's managed to catch a bullet through the smoke. Rops would have to do something absolutely mad here. On the cross.
Oh my, I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, a backflip off the building is mad, but not what I was looking for.
It was the judges were impressed by it, but it's not going to be winning this round.
Bruno Tognoli, 9.
7.
Did he stick the landing?
He might have done. It will just be arriving now, I believe. So we'll be getting into what looks to be a 4-0 situation. G2 happy with this, perhaps.
There's almost no doubt in my mind, Henry, that there's perhaps happiness.
I meant with the general landscape of the grand final now.
Yes.
Feels like momentum might be shifting in their favour.
I think we have a feeling that we're going to have quite a third map on our hands, I think is the current suspicion. But so early in the game, don't get your phone out and start tweeting, how dare you, Biascaster. You can instead just watch with us and experience what Mouse can do and must do. It looks like Nate is losing his AWP. Or not.
Man, these casters are so biased, man. Like, fuck these casters. They're always so biased.
Biased. I don't know. I get that so often. I'm just
Me
like, why do
too.
you think I support anyone? why do I care?
Do you know what it is?
Good game.
Do you know what it
That's
is?
kind of
Is like it's got to the point of like kind of obsession, or like you've invested so much into the game. You're like really truly like ride or die for these people. That's how fandom works, right? And then you hear someone positively speaking about the team they have to beat, and they just see red, and they're just like, oh, this person is praising the people I've manifested false hatred for. You know?
False hatred.
Alex loves everyone equally. Henry hates everyone equally.
Well,
I guess that's a nice kind of
which is still fine.
quick
also
way
fine.
to describe our relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Desert Eagles here will have to deliver in
Raging.
spades.
Whoa. Yes, yes, yes! No, no!
It was looking like there was something there.
Yeah.
Raging, good attempt. Got to wake up pretty early in the morning, though, to catch G2 out. As we'll see, Rops with a lovely little shot there, demonstrating his true power towards that bridge position. We are going to have a potential round from mousesports. I say that with bated breath because still a lot of work to be done here, and the full execution again will be coming through. Next with the bomb.
I don't know why, but I've got a feeling Frozen's about to slap G2.
He would do very well to do so.
Well, that's something, and he's probably just going to save it, isn't he? So maybe my feeling was false. Does get the fight into Kenny, but lost his weapon and lost the round. Rops just with his deagle. He's already got one very crispy headshot, but I think that will be all on the docket tonight.
And we do joke, but G2 did beat mousesports twice in group stage.
Yes.
It was a fair victory. We've watched the demos.
Banter.
With
There was
4
no
members
funny
of their
business.
roster.
16-2, 16-3.
Yep, fair wins. Big thumbs up from the admin team.
Referee Burchill gave
Is
it.
that where he's going to get changed in the referee outfit? One last ride?
Oh, no, he's right.
One last ride in the referee outfit, Chad.
Oh, I am
We haven't had a single yellow card, not even a red.
Chad
It's in a very
Instant
tame
Noodles
tournament.
Burchill.
We need a bit of action. 5-0 now. As to be expected, considering the context of this
now?
map.
Okay, so they've said they let Nate do whatever he wants, and now he's got his first AWP of the game, or second AWP of the game. Let's see what he wants to do.
Henry, if you put some money on G2, you might just get that exact amount of money back.
Yeah, that would be the case at this
That's how
point.
big of favorites they are.
Yeah, it's all falling apart here. mousesports. They'll do whatever they can, keep the dream alive. But for now, CT side as well, that's brutal, because then you got Raging on the A side, like one of the most difficult positions on the map to play.
He's
He's
doing
got some tricks up his
yeah,
sleeve.
he's got it all.
He's got a kill yet?
Not quite. An assist to his name.
Well, that will do for now.
It will.
Not too big of a fan of that ang.
Because it's only good for one.
Yeah, and he's going into the red-eye peak.
Quick and easy pickup for Kenny. Wallbang not far off. Frozen's going to be losing a smoke very early into the piece. There's only going to be one remaining on the CTs. That's on NATO, was responsible for middle initially. And
that is pecking away at them, aren't they?
Yeah. Like Seed in Central Park.
Sorry, say that again.
They're being pecked away at like Seed in Central Park.
Ah, like the pigeons.
Yes.
And the doves.
All of the other birds, I believe they're called.
Anyway, back to the games. And we'll see a very convincing effort towards Asia. You can't really argue with this, can you? You see what an absolute nightmare this is to contain. You're just firing off shots, hoping for the best at this point. That really is the only approach they've got.
Yeah.
Hoping that one of these shots connects randomly through the smoke. Maybe a double kill.
That would be nice.
That would be something, but for now, we just have to give up and not doing any damage.
So
conceding the round.
If I'm a noob and I'm watching this and I'm seeing the Vertigo T sides leading towards A, slow, spraying through wood for 40 seconds, and then eventually smoking, planting, playing after plant. Right?
Yeah.
You're seeing that and you're seeing that work. What some of the questions they may not know they have would be why are G2 waiting so long when they could be throwing them off the start?
They're kind of waiting out the counter utility, right? So they throw that smoke out of spawn, they control the lane area by A site, and you can see they're slowly getting control of that. They wait for the CT smoke to fade.
Yeah.
They might even throw 2 smokes on A as a fake because they'll have 2 more left, and then they'll use those for the actual execute. But basically, they're just trying to get any kind of utility out of mousesports, and then randomly you'll see them switch up the pace and not throw any utility and just take the gunfights.
But they're doing this with 4 men. Now, normally in Counter-Strike, when you're doing something so as all in as 4 members of your squad going somewhere, we often say as a casters there's a time limit on it. We often say you know, they can't get away with this forever because CTs will push for info. Is Vertigo an exception to the rule?
I don't think it is. I just don't think mousesports knows how to abuse it right now.
Okay.
I feel like it could be abused.
Because here we go again, you know, like there is...
Yeah.
This is often where we'd say, oh, they've got about 15, 20 seconds on this, but the reality is they're doing it for 50.
Yeah, all 5 people are there. I mean, there could be a flank from B or, you know, down the ladder.
Right.
Could be from anywhere.
Who's making that move at this point, though?
Rops.
You're cowering on the site. You're just holding it together. It's falling apart at the seams. You're just trying to... This is the thing. They need to get Rops towards A, I think. He needs to stop anchoring, but get Regin and B. Like,
we tried to tell him. He should just run around.
We were theory crafting this, weren't we? It was like, you just got to get Rops on site. Like, Regin's not going to be able to hold them off. Like, it's just not going to happen. But Rops, on the other hand...
It's just, as a player, I would never want to just not play my spot.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, you see that.
I would just never do that.
Oh, another round looking likely here for G2. 40 seconds, bomb planted. Low HP for Frozen. More shots at smoke has been a real cornerstone of their play. You can see how difficult it is to negate it. You're just waiting for them to jump up. Nexa, shots ahead of Rops. A bit more damage will finish things off here as they're both the walking wounded at this point. 7-0 confirmed. Second map maybe over. Doesn't seem like there's a lot going on here.
Has Regin entered the game yet?
No, not quite. That's the open buy, and I told you this already. That's the one, man. That's when I'll get really good at Counter-Strike. When I have that, then I'll be... It's got a snake on it. It suits me, actually. Yeah, you're right, yeah.
We've got one of a weasel as well.
I wonder why I was drawn to it. Get the Glock weasel. The weasel and the snake. It's perfect. The machine package.
So 2 weapons are saved there, ladies and gents. Whether it will have repercussions, I'm not sure, but... For now, we'll get into the next round. It will be mousesports with Krieg. A couple of M4s here, and Regin looking to make his dent on the game here. He is the coach. Didn't necessarily want to be in this position, but here we are.
How far away do you think we are from just seeing mousesports play 4 people A and just seeing what happens? Because eventually they will get the gamble right.
Yeah, I thought they were going to do it more, to be honest.
I thought
don't
more
know.
wild CSV like just thrown out.
Yeah.
MP9s rushing around. Good
I thought so
times.
too. I thought we were going to see a lot of bomb site sacks. It looks like they're literally just trying to have Rage and play Kerrigan's role, which is a huge
We asked him
mistake.
outside. Alex and I said we could do. He goes, I'm just going to play Kerrigan's spot. I wanted to say at the time, are you
Terrible
sure?
Yeah.
I was like, you saw that energy, Alex. I was like, I wanted to say
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
but he said it with such conviction. He goes, I'm just playing Kerrigan's spot. I was like,
It's a big role.
I was like, yeah, but it's A though, right? Against G2, just go A every round. He's like, yeah. I was like, I know we're joking and everything, but maybe reconsider that. I
So
would
Chad,
say.
you just came in and said it's a terrible idea. When you finish your noodles, could you just give us your take?
Well, like they already lost this map convincingly, right? It's a map
Right.
they've been struggling with. They may as well have taken risks.
Do
I
something
don't know.
silly, yeah.
You know, you don't go into this expecting things just to go well.
No.
But
There
what
he
we were
goes.
talking about was having like three players, like three of your best players aggressively fighting every
Yeah, that's what we wanted to see.
Yeah, and then just let Regin stay and spawn watching mid.
Exactly.
And then you can have somebody anchor B, that's fine. You may as well because G2 have a one-dimensional game plan at the moment, which is go A, do the same strat. That's it. We saw against VP when that wouldn't work.
Actually
they were
broke 'em,
fucked.
yeah.
So
Could somebody play devil's advocate and tell me why it could potentially be a bad idea to do what we're suggesting?
It's just
no,
a
I'm saying
pride
what you're
thing.
suggesting's good.
No. He's asking like.
If
Why
somebody could
wouldn't
be
they?
the
Why
could
would-
somebody
why
be
are
the
they
devil's
not?
advocate?
It's just because
I
they
guess,
practice
yeah.
doing
But yeah,
their
but your
normal
practice
roles.
goes out the window when you're playing with two stand-ins.
But you're confident in the theory that you create, so much
Right.
so that, I mean, especially when you have someone like Kerrigan as your in-game leader, you think that the tactics are what wins you games.
Your tactics last time ended you with a 6-2
Yeah, but
loss.
that's the problem is what they were doing last time wasn't working.
It's not working this round either. Raging though loves the flank. It's his first kill. I
Finally,
can feel it. I can feel
finally, we
it.
get
This
the
is first. Okay.
light.
First what?
First encounter.
Death in
talking
the
about
lower area.
Haberneck on the bridge.
We were talking about this before, like when Alex was saying when they're sending 4 players towards A, right, and they have one guy watching the flank the whole time. You can flank, but you can't be the player to initiate.
No, you have to wait.
You have to wait until they take the site, and then when your team is trying to retake in the flurry, because then eventually that flanker in a 3v3 has to stop watching behind.
Yeah, but if it's four-man leading ramp, sometimes even 5, Haberneck just holds from box, like holds from Old Fork, then could you not try and exploit that with some cheesy, like, 2 fast down mid ladder room and take that fight?
I don't know.
Burn
I
some
don't think
util?
that's
Like,
a
that's
fight
not a
you
thing.
win.
You
It's
never
not a
win that
fight
fight?
you win.
Okay.
Like, you know that line that has a T spawn where you can look through the stairs and you
Yeah.
can look all the way and cover
Yeah.
up. If you get a player there and you have them completely locked in,
How is the guy that's not committing to way holding? If we can look at that. Okay, so it is just Haberneck playing
yeah.
towards
So
this.
like you just need to contain them so they can't go back to B, and then have 4 players ready to fight A.
But like, look at Rops. He's finally starting to get a bit more
Yeah.
proactive in B.
So like if
now
someone
we just wait.
if someone does this and they have 4 people at A with smoke molly, they just control that lane. Just the entire round, they can control the lane with nades.
Like Rops, he's kind of like.
I don't know why
half-assing.
they're
Why is he
convinced that
going
G2
middle?
will ever change anything unless
Yeah.
they make them change it.
But this is the fight that I'm intrigued about. Because now Jack's gone into the site, and that's important. If he gets away, these double AWPs, not going to be ideal for the retake. And NATO's got another. Finally, they're going to win around. Raging gets the kill onto
Here we
Nexus.
go.
Now we're cooking with gas. And
Oh, I didn't say it was
I didn't say it was
guaranteed.
over necessarily.
No! It's done! It's all over! They're throwing in the towel. They can't defend themselves any longer. It's a thumbs down.
Oh God!
That was disgusting.
Graham Pitts come out. He's thrown in the
That's
the
it.
towel.
Yeah, they can no longer defend themselves. That is the absolute end of the game.
No.
That's unreal, dude. He just got his first. Yeah, don't screw this round. Let's watch this. Let's enjoy it.
Boom, boom. And he drops.
This is
7
like-
HP.
So HP gets
It
into a
was
head.
done.
He drops into a headshot angle, and
Oh.
he fucking rails him.
At that point, we were
damn, that was
cooking with
nice.
gas, right?
That's mental.
No, he's cooking with bloody nuclear fission.
Oh.
Well, 16-0 on the cards.
I need a cigarette after that one.
Yeah.
That was insane. And a cold shower. Good lord. Anyway, I guess that's it. That's probably 16-0.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
Back it
That's
up.
going to be a demoralizing way to lose your first round ever.
Are we heading to a break or what?
Yeah, I'm a head out. Like all five members of Mouse just SpongeBob meme simultaneously.
Yeah, dry SpongeBob too, right? That's insane. Dude.
Oh,
He had a 5 HP or something.
Yeah, but he dropped to the headshot angle.
And it's the AWP left as well. Now it's like, oh, you've done this to me, boys. Got to bring a USP
Yeah.
and get 1 bullet.
Oh, that's the worst, the hardest bullet to hit in the world.
Especially when it's so frantic as well. Everyone's just like, what the fuck? How's it? Oh, I'm dead. He's
I'm
lit.
dead,
He's
I'm
lit.
dead,
I think he's lit. I mean, I'm not sure.
Minus
He's
20.
low, he's low, he's low.
He might be lit. He might
Minus
not be
22.
low.
Are you sure he's lit, man? I swear I hit him. He just
I swear.
I swear.
I'm spamming him the USB. He ain't dying. He's like, how low is he? Fuck. Everyone's just arguing. No tactical timeout after. If I'm G2 after winning that round, I'm calling the timeout.
Just to let him
I'm letting
stew.
them stew in that fucking hell I've created there.
Amanek's such a...
Go run in the other room, give him a wave.
Pat him on the back.
you guys
Yeah.
can take your time now, right?
Yeah.
You cool?
Everything is fine. Oh, goodness. Right, everyone, we had a fun time.
Counter-Strike is being played, and Rops has got himself a new angle. I kind of...
I kind of hate everything about it.
like it. They weren't seeing him for a while. Gets one.
Down he
And
goes.
down goes the Ropsicle.
It's a very fun angle. You get to go flying off the map after.
Yeah.
We've seen that a few times. Just getting
Is
in
this
all
the
the...
first
Wait,
round
hang on a
they've
second.
defaulted
G2
B?
aren't going A.
They're defaulting B?
Whoa.
What's happening here?
Well, when something works 12 rounds in a row, you want to mix it up, you know?
Oh, my stomach's hurting after that round.
Oh.
that was too much.
Take a time out, it's fine. Just to let this round just go. Well, I'll do like minimal casting, you know. That
Okay, ASMR cast.
yeah, full on.
The best mic for us, that one. Maybe Chad can set you up. Like, he can introduce the moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we will be introducing none other than Alex Machine Richardson up to the casting plate.
With just one
Well,
mouseboards.
No, hold on. We'll set it up a bit better. Hold up.
Yeah, we're doing like, it's going to be like spoken word poetry.
Are we
Yeah.
snapping our fingers instead of clapping?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing that sort of vibe, and Chad's going
It's
to introduce
just
it.
easy
Here we go.
listening.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Thank you for hanging with us this evening. It's the main act. Alex Machine Richardson bringing you some casting magic here from the couch. Give it everything.
Easy listening. NATO suffix with the orb. Changes his mind. And no one is blind. Flame in the bottle deployed. And Hunter, yet to be annoyed, instead back towards the scaffolding. And speaking of scaffolding, building around now. Nexa has removed, or rather moved, towards the B side of things. That's the second letter in the alphabet for any of our newer listeners. That's the second of 26 characters in the
It's A,
B,
C,
C,
D.
E.
Of course, F. As we move on now into round number 13, Alex, this is where things will start to pick up in
Yo,
mouse
fuck
sports.
these casters, man. It's a grand final. They're not taking this shit seriously, man. Fuck these guys.
I like
I've
that character
been
Sean
a
created
mouse
though,
sports
though.
fan since 2004.
And now, a chance. A good
chance.
chance.
Oh,
Right
hello.
here.
Raging. Oh, they know.
That's a way to do it. And now,
Two on one
Raging.
situation, sitting the diffuse right now.
Oh,
Raging
he
has
has
the
the
kid.
kid.
He's gonna get away with it.
Oh!
Henry Greer! Kenny S in a one-on-one situation against Frozen.
And actually, Kenny's just going to go ring around the rosy on these boxes. It's just starting to fade. He'll just keep himself hidden into quad, and he doesn't even need the scope. 12-1, ladies and gentlemen. The third map, I know you're wondering, is Train. That's what's coming up next. I'm just going to say that with conviction. And it is just a question of what this mouseboard CT side lacks. And I think the answer is an in-game leader. That is, at the moment, the current hamstrung squad. We are going to be seeing them give it the very best shot here in round 14 of our grand final. Amanek throwing out the standard smoke. It does look like it's going to be the G2 rinse and repeat. A mix-up, though. Two aggressive CTs. And Frozen straight through. I love this. They do typically molly it, though. And he is going to be burned into taking that fight. Fortunately, a smoke is there, and so is a smoke shot. Frozen getting lit this weekend. NATO, nice shot as well.
Getting lit this weekend. Oh my goodness. It's 420 all over again as we get into the next stage of the round here, Alex. It has fallen on its arse, it seems.
Goodness, you
It
might be
was-
right.
It did look very good for 1 second there, but all of a sudden 13-1 looks almost locked in. As we'll see, no kits, no real main weaponry here. The FAMAS leading the charge up towards scaffolding now. And next up, looking to cause a great amount of damage, takes off the head of Robs. And now we just have.
Just
If
win
he
it,
wins
just
this,
win
I'm
it.
out.
Just win it.
You don't have to pay me today. I'll just leave the
Just
building.
win it.
I'll get a taxi straight back to
Let's
UK.
go. Let's go.
All right, well.
What if they're just like 2 stray bullets?
10-second defuse. I don't even have the balls to peek him. Just a stun.
Alphas them.
Yeah.
Stares at them. Makes fly contact.
Yeah, just screaming as he's defusing. You know, no one knows what to do.
I'd live for
Oh.
that, man.
I'm sorry this map hasn't necessarily been the most competitive.
No, it's
But-
great to have you watching and listening.
Pretty much all your fault.
It basically,
Thank you for apologising.
at this point it might
Henry.
be, you know. I'm questioning whether I've created this situation.
I think so.
My show match idea.
Out the window, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's coming up next. That's coming up next.
Stick around. That will be maybe just as close as this as we get into Hunter now.
Ooh.
Starting to stretch his legs a little bit, waiting for the smoke, and I think Frozen has no idea what's going on here. If he throws the incendiary, it's a sound cue. Hunter might swing off that. As soon as it's thrown, that could be it. And in we go.
Guys, I just want to bring you some analysis from the internet
Yep,
right
let's go.
now. One of the hottest comments that I've read over the whole mousesports G2 Grand Final double stand-in
Yes.
situation. If Mouz win, G2 disband. So that right there, that's
There
that's
it
the
is.
analysis that we're looking
That's
for.
not bad.
14-1. I don't think many of us would have expected a scoreline like this to be coming through. However, this has been a riveting second map. We're going to take a break. Once we come back, we'll have the conclusion and map number 3.
So yeah, stick around. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your grand final. It's the second map, and the scoreline. It couldn't be worse. I'll be honest with you, 14-1, not the best.
Actually, mathematically, it goes 15-0.
It could be. Maybe it should be at this stage. It feels like we are going to find a logical conclusion as we just take a tour here. We are going to be gliding down about 2,000 feet here, looking at the skyline. You can see it's a beautiful little map here. And we won't be seeing much more of it,
about as
I would
far as we'll
assume.
go, I think.
I've actually gone down the bottom here before with no clip and run around.
Okay,
Check out
what was
the
it like?
cars. Well, the cops are there because obviously there's terrorists on top of a skyscraper.
There's a whole thing going on, yeah.
So they are here to make sure
They're
that we're
from
safe.
1992.
Yeah, and
But-
admittedly, there is about 4 polygons between them. They
Well,
they
this
share
is-
them.
This whole
Wow!
it's a reenactment
It's a new
of
Tesla.
Die Hard.
That's a beauty.
Live!
The grand reveal.
New Tesla police vehicle. Valve leaked it.
Wow. I didn't think I'd see that today.
Yeah. You know, we had to spice up the grand final somehow. So we got
14
Elon Musk on the phone.
To 1.
14-1. And soon, perhaps, mousesports will find their second because it comes down to this. A smoke grenade from Regin off spawn. We know where that's going. And likely a flash up the ramp as well, as they're going to go all in on A.
Pass Gambon.
And across the line. Kenny,
Oh.
though. Going to find the first.
A
Here we
chance
go.
here.
Here we go. NATO caught sleeping.
Ouch.
Kenny's handing out naps. It seems mousesports are without a map.
Ooh, the coach.
Frozen, though. Doing
Kenny's on for the
something.
ace.
Frozen's
Kenny's
doing
on for the
everything.
ace.
Yeah, go for a knife there.
Whoa.
I think he ran out of bullets, like legit. Okay, we're off.
And Frozen's
off to the
pegging it to
races.
be.
He's not on for the ace at all. He's only got 3, Chad. Can't
Close-
you look
close
at the
enough,
bloody
though.
bottom?
Frozen 2.
Canadian ace.
A battle for the quad kill. Only one will leave.
Oh, he's just going in all guns blazing. And it's worked
Oh,
out!
damn.
There it is! The multi-sniper looking very sharp there in the pistol. Ran out of bullets.
So he got a knife
And a knife.
the defuse and 4 kills.
He's got
So
like
he's gonna
he's
have
got
an all.
loads of money.
He's gonna have an AWP.
yeah.
6.3.
And he's alive with armor as well.
Much needed.
Get that
pistol
all out,
round.
Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
Straight away. Let's go.
I don't know if G2 could have handled it.
There it is.
Yes.
Straight into
Kevlar.
it.
He goes. He's
Cheeky
got
helmet as
full
well.
full armor AWP round 2. That's something.
You don't see that too often.
Where does he take it?
Oh,
He's just going to
is
go
he
and
going A.
take those rifles out. Stab. One extra added to the stat track of
But
his
look at
knife.
the rest of the buyer there, team. It's dog shit.
G2 have always liked the SMGs. I don't know why.
Yeah, they
they
do.
like I've casted so many times, I go, right, we're on Inferno CT side. They've got 5 MP9s on
Yeah.
the second round
That's
against Eagles here. Not sure why. Couldn't tell you, to be honest. But
And the FAMAS changes completely.
yeah. But let's see. It's probably still the end of Kenny's AWP. Ooh. See next up, stepping up. That's the first kill for him. Running out of bullets here, but still delivering pain.
Is that a rifle as well? No, Chris J's gone.
16-1. Pretty much locked in here.
Yeah, this is going to be concluded by Hunter, and so
The best map. No one's saying that.
it's over. That's what they'll say about that one, and they will now prepare for our third. Now, that was what Carrigan said. We got the inside scoop on the
He
mic
said
before he
train,
left. He
didn't
said
he?
train.
He
said-
goes, that's the one.
But Carrigan on the T side does that opening move that I have been banging on now for about
Yeah.
a week and a half, which I don't know if Regin's going to be able to replicate.
It's quite a difficult move.
And
the team main
not
one?
only
Yeah.
that, he is the player playing up close towards main, stopping the pushes in sandwich. So not
Crucial
like
roles.
Regin has to play low impact roles here by any means.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, you got anything you want to say, you little bitch?
That's really mean. This guy's been through hell and back, and he's still got a big smile on his face, looking forward to the third map here, as I am. Sean, any closing thoughts on Vertigo?
You know, it was a close game, Henry.
It was a fun game.
It was a fun game.
That's
Maybe
all.
close wasn't the right adjective.
Fun game.
It was fun. We had some.
The 1-on-4 Omnic one.
That was
Mouse
good.
is
Probably
still
the
in good
highlight.
spirits at least.
Good spirits. I think we're going to see something a little bit better on train.
I hope
worse.
so.
Can't be worse.
It can't get much worse than that, unless it was a 16-0, to be fair with you. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to loosen up. We're going to try and get ourselves excited for the third.
I think so.
A few dance moves, maybe some push-ups. We'll see what we can
Gymnastics,
do.
maybe?
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. And we'll be back very shortly indeed with the conclusion of our grand final here at CS Summit
And watch
5.
your mouth, Jeremiah.
See you then.
Little bitch.
Goodbye now.